How have you been? Verlegen. That used to be the easiest question.
So you by accident, neither of us planned it. One of those moments life drops in your lap without warning. You smiled, I smiled, we both played it cool, like we weren't carrying years into a 2-minute conversation. You asked about work, I asked where you've been. We talked about traffic like strangers usually do, and somewhere in the middle of all the small talk,
I remembered a time when I knew everything about you. We used to tell each other everything. Now we're talking about the weather, like we never shared forever, like we never stayed awake till the sunrise came together. Now we're talking about the weather, trying not to mention us. Funny how two people can become so careful after so much love. So careful after all that love.
I almost asked if you're happy, almost asked if you're okay, almost asked 100 things that don't belong to me today. Because somewhere along the way the rules changed, and the person I once called home became someone else's name. So I nodded, you nodded, we both kept it light, avoiding all the memories standing right beside us. And that's what hurt the most, not what we said, but everything we didn't.
Some silences are louder.
Them words. Different lives, different plans, different circles, different hands, different stories, different days, different roads that pulled away. Still it's strange how we can stand 3 feet apart and act like friends, when I still remember every dream, every fear, every late night conversation that brought us here. And now the deepest thing we say is hope you're doing well.
Now we're talking about the weather, like we never shared forever, like we never stayed awake till the sunrise came together. Now we're talking about the weather, trying not to mention us. Funny how two people can become so careful after so much love. Now we're talking about the weather. Now we're talking about the weather, while the past stands in the room, while 1,000 old memories wait just outside the truth. Now we're talking about the weather, 'cause it's easier that way than admitting how much history still hides behind our names. Now we're talking about the weather, and somehow that's enough to prove the hardest thing to lose was never you, it was us. Take care.
You too.
Take care. Your name was in the search bar. That's how close I got. Your name was in the search bar. That's how close I got.
Yeah, couldn't sleep again tonight. Just me and the ceiling fan, scrolling through old conversations I should've deleted when I had the chance. Not because I missed the fight, and not because I missed the pain, just because some people leave but never leave completely. And I heard something funny today, the kind of thing you'd understand, the kind of thing that would've had us laughing way past 2 a.m.
For a second I forgot we're not those people anymore. Then I found myself staring at your name on my phone. Some habits take longer to leave than love does. I almost texted you at 2:30, almost asked if life turned out the way you wanted it to. I almost texted you just to say your name, then I remembered we're strangers now, and nothing's quite the same.
Almost. about getting you back, that's not what this is. It's about missing the version of me that existed when you did. Back when I knew who to call when life got complicated. Back when every random thought had somebody waiting. Now the message box is open, cursor blinking in the dark, like it's waiting for a sentence that I can't quite start. Cause what do you say after all this time? How do you fit years of silence into a single line?
Some words sound better
unsent. Type it out, erase again, read it twice, then hit the end. Close the app, lock the screen, pretend it didn't mean a thing. Take a breath, look away, tell myself it's getting late, tell myself I'm moving on. Tell myself what I've known all along, that not every thought deserves a message. Not every memory needs a reply. Sometimes healing means leaving certain doors closed, even when you know exactly what's on the other side.
I almost texted you at 2:30. Almost asked if life turned out the way you wanted it to. I almost texted you just to say your name. Then I remember we're strangers now, and nothing's quite the same. I almost texted you, but maybe it's for the best. Some conversations belong to the past, even when they still live in my chest. I almost texted you, and maybe that's enough to know a part of me still cares without calling it love. I almost texted you, then watched the screen go dark and let the silence keep what was left in my heart. Draft saved, message never sent. Draft saved. Sometimes I look back and it doesn't feel real
Anymore. Yeah, found an old photo tonight, buried deep in my phone. Back when every picture somehow started with us alone. You were leaning on my shoulder, laughing at something dumb. And for a second I remembered who we used to become. But the strange thing wasn't missing you, the strange thing was this. It felt like I was looking at somebody else's life, somebody else's future, somebody else's plans, somebody else's version of who I thought I was.
Time doesn't erase memories, it changes their shape. Another life ago, we were different people, chasing different dreams, believing different things. Another life ago, you knew every part of me. Now it feels like a story that happened to somebody else. Somebody else. Another life ago.
Yeah, back then I couldn't imagine a world where you weren't there. Now years have passed and somehow life kept moving without asking if it was fair. I got new routines now, new places that feel like home, new people in my circle, new roads that I've chosen, and so do you. At least I hope that's true, cause the version of me that loved you would still want good things for you. Even if we became strangers, even if the story ends, some chapters don't disappear, they just stop being the present.
The past gets quieter, but it never fully leaves.
Yeah, different seasons, different skies, different truths behind our eyes, different mornings, different years, different reasons brought us here, different heartbeats, different roads, different people we now know. Yet every now and then I see the ghosts of who we used to be. Not with sadness, not with pain, not wishing we'd go back again. Just recognizing who we were before the world began to turn.
Another life ago, we were different we were real. It just feels far away now. I saw your name tag, and for a second it didn't feel like yours.
Wasn't looking for you, wasn't searching through the past. Just another normal day, moving way too fast. Then somebody said your name, and something felt strange. Like my mind recognized it, but my heart noticed the change. One little word different, that's all it took to realize how much life can happen while you don't look. And suddenly the years didn't feel so far away, cause reality has a way of showing up late.
Some things become real the moment you see them. Different last name, same voice in my head, same memories running circles through the things we said. Different last name, different life now. Funny how forever can look so different somehow.
I remember when we joke about what the future held, picking baby names, talking like we never need help. Back when forever sounded easy, back when nothing felt far, back when every version of tomorrow still had us where we are. Now somebody else gets the chapters after mine, gets the mornings, gets the holidays, gets the rest of your timeline. And honestly, that's not what hurts the most. It's realizing we're no longer the people we used to know.
Time didn't ask permission,
it just kept going. Different photos, different frame, different story, different name, different circles, different plans, different futures in your hands, different address, different keys, different person than you be with me, different dreams, different view, different life that still includes you. And maybe that's the lesson nobody understands at first. Love doesn't always leave you angry, sometimes it leaves you grateful and hurt at the same time.
different last name, same voice in my head, same memories running circles through the things we said. Different last name, different life now. Funny how forever can look so different somehow. Moved on, two separate stories after one was gone. Different last name, and though it caught me by surprise, smiled before I looked away and let the moment pass by. Different last name, it's all it was, just a name, yet somehow enough to remind me how far we've come. Some people leave your life before they leave your heart. Happy birthday, stranger. I still know the day by heart. Funny how the calendar remembers what life pulled apart. What life pulled apart.
The day showed up this morning like it always does. Quiet notification from a life that used to be us. No reminder needed, I never forgot. Some things stay with you whether you want them to or not. I almost picked up my phone, almost typed your name, almost asked if you're happy now, then stop halfway. Because years have passed and people change, and sometimes love becomes a memory without becoming a mistake.
Some names leave but never disappear. Happy birthday, stranger. I hope the world is kind. I hope somebody makes you laugh the way every time.
Every time.
Happy birthday.
I wonder if you still hate mornings, still leave coffee getting cold, still sing the wrong lyrics like you did back then. I know it's not my business now. That's the hardest part, knowing every detail but having no place in your heart. And maybe somebody else knows those things these days. Maybe somebody else gets to hear your bad jokes, gets to celebrate this day the way I used to. And honestly,
I hope they do.
loving someone sometimes means letting life continue. Different name, different people, different frame, different story, different view, but this day still points to you. Not because I'm stuck back then, not because I can't move ahead, just because the memories stay long after their reason ends. And every year the candle blows somewhere I may never know, but part of me still quietly hopes you got everything you want and more.
Happy birthday, stranger. I hope the world is kind. I hope somebody makes you laugh the way you used to make me smile. Oh, happy birthday, stranger. Wherever you are tonight, I won't send this message, but I'll think it every time. Happy birthday, stranger. The years have come and gone, but some dates stay written long after love moves on. Happy birthday, stranger. This is my silent goodbye. A wish you'll never hear, carried into the night. Happy birthday, stranger. And though we're worlds apart, somewhere inside my memory, you'll always have a place in my heart. Happy birthday. Wherever you are. Happy birthday. Wherever you are. I almost didn't recognize you until you smiled.
Saw you from across the room just for a second, long enough to wonder if my mom was playing tricks again. Different hair, different style, different way you carry yourself, like life had added chapters I never got to read myself. You looked happy, at least that's what I saw, standing there talking to people I didn't know at all. And honestly, that should have felt strange, but the strangest part was realizing how much it changed.
Time rewrites details, not memories. New person, same eyes, same spark I used to find in the middle of the darkest nights. New person, same smile. For a second it felt like no time had passed.
Yeah.
Then reality arrived. Reality arrived, and you walked by.
It's funny what survives after all these years. Not the arguments, not the reasons, not the tears, just little things like the way you laugh before finishing a joke, or how you look away whenever you got emotional. I remembered all of it in less than a minute. Funny how the heart stores memories without asking permission. Then you looked in my direction for a moment, we locked eyes, not long enough to start over.
Just long enough to realize some connections never disappear, they just become quieter.
Different life, different plans, different circles, different hands, different mornings, different nights, different versions of our lives, different roles, different dreams, different than we thought we'd be. Still I saw a trace of you inside, everything brand new. And maybe that's the hardest thing about growing older, watching someone become exactly who they're meant to be, without you beside them, still being proud somehow,
Still being happy somehow.
still letting go.
New person, same eyes, same spark looked happy. And for the first time, that didn't hurt. You replied with a heart to everything I said, but somehow every conversation still ended in my head.
Babe, 3 little dots, then they disappear. Just like every time I think we're getting somewhere. I tell you that I'm tired, you send a sleepy face. I tell you that I'm drowning, you tell me take a break. Maybe that's the problem, maybe that's the truth. We answer all the messages except the important ones. And every night we're talking but somehow missing every point. Like we're standing in the same room, listening to different noise.
You see the words, but not the weight behind them. Read, but not hurt, that's what hurts the worst. You answer every sentence, but never what I mean. Read, but not hurt, like I'm speaking through the blur. You know every word I say, but not what they're trying to be. Trying to be. Trying to be. Heard by you.
We used to talk in paragraphs, now everything's one line. How was work? Pretty good.
Okay.
Good night. Sometimes I read our own messages just to remember the sound of 2 people who couldn't wait to keep each other around. Now every chat feels automated, like we're following a script. And every time I try to open up, the moment somehow slips.
I don't need another reply. I need you to understand.
Seen it, read it, heart emoji underneath it. Thumbs up, okay babe, another feeling pushed away. Long day, bad week, still don't know how I really speak. Cause every time I get that close, the conversation changes tone. And maybe that's how distance grows. Not from words we never said, but from all the words that leave our mouths and never truly land.
Read, but not hurt, that's what hurts the worst. You answer every sentence, but never what I mean. Read, but not hurt, like I'm speaking through the blur. You know every word I say, but not what they're trying to be. But not hurt, and I'm tired of translating hurt into small words just to make it easier. Read, but not hurt, like a signal in the dark. Still reaching for somebody who used to know my heart. Read, but not hurt.
Maybe that's how we got here.
2 people talking every day and disappearing every year. You answered, but you never heard me. You never heard me. You never heard me. Your eyes say something, your lips say nothing, and we're both pretending that it's not coming.
Yeah, midnight hanging from the ceiling. Street lights bleeding through the blinds. You turn over toward the window, I turn deeper into mine. There's a storm inside this bedroom, neither one of us will name. Like we're standing in a hallway waiting for the other to change. The clock keeps counting seconds, the silence counts them too. Funny how the loudest distance is the space between me and you.
One word could change everything. Say something first before the silence learns how to build a wall between us, brick by brick and hurt by hurt. Say something first before we're too far gone, before we turn this love into another sad song. Say something.
Anything. The coffee's getting colder, the morning's coming fast. Another conversation buried under things we didn't ask. You keep fixing little problems, I keep acting like I'm fine. Both of us protecting feelings while we're slowly losing time. Your hand almost touched mine and stopped halfway there. Like even our shadows are scared of what's in the air.
I can feel the words waiting at the edge.
Half truths, half smiles, halfway living for a while. Half asleep, half awake, half the promises we making. Maybe that's the tragedy, not the fights we never won, but all the conversations that never got begun. Cause love don't always leave with a suitcase at the door. Sometimes it leaves quietly when nobody speaks anymore.
Say something first before the silence learns how to build a wall between us, brick by brick and hurt by hurt. Say something first before we're too far gone, before we turn this love into another side. Say something first before the distance takes your place, before I start forgetting the way you used to say my name. Say something first before this room goes dark, before we lose forever to the things left in our hearts. Say something first, anything at all.
Yeah.
Your eyes said everything, but your voice never came. We used to live here in the spaces between these walls. Funny how a place remembers even when the people don't.
I drove by last night, didn't plan it, just missed a turn. Then suddenly the street lights started bringing back the world that we built in conversations and promises at 2 a.m. Back when every road ahead still somehow included them. Yeah, the coffee shop still standing, the corner store unchanged. The city kept moving forward while I kept seeing your face. It's strange how memories attach themselves to ordinary things. Just a sidewalk, a traffic light, a street sign in the rain.
Some places never let us leave. We used to live here in every laugh and every dream, in every late night promise and everything between. We used to live here, now it's somebody else's town. But every time I pass through, I still slow down. I still slow down
For us, the apartment's probably rented, the neighbors probably changed. The people walking by would never recognize our names, but I remember everything. The view from the balcony, the way you steal my hoodie and call it temporary. The world kept turning like it always does. That's the part nobody tells you about losing love. Nothing else stops, the traffic still moves, the seasons still come, the city still blooms. Even when your entire future used to fit inside one room. The hardest ghosts don't haunt houses, they haunt memories. Every street, every sign, every corner frozen in time. Every window, every door, every place we stood before. Every sunset, every night, every dream beneath those lights. Now they're scattered through the years like souvenirs that disappeared. And maybe that's what growing means. Learning places keep the shape while people slowly become. Versus distance has to make. Still a part of me remains. Walking through those old routines, looking for the life we had inside a city of memories.
We used to live here in every laugh and every dream, in every late night promise and everything between. We used to live here, now it's somebody else's town. But every time I pass through, know for a little while we really were in love. We used to live here, though nothing stayed the same. The city kept our echoes long after we changed. So we used to live here,
And somewhere in the night,
a younger version of us
still believes everything will be alright.
The place is still there.
We're the ones who left.